Ilies Mardhi teve um pouco de azar. Eu estou num momento muito forte, muito bem preparado. E eu tenho certeza que eu vou voltar a vencer agora, me reencontrar com a vitória, me reencontrar com o meu melhor momento. Eu sou Luiz Rocha, o Pitbull, e eu estou aqui para reencontrar a vitória.
Je vais combattre contre Luiz Rocha qui est plus puissant que moi. Moi j'ai 2 victoires à mon actif, j'espère en avoir une 3e, être invaincu pour ensuite aller chercher la ceinture. J'ai confiance en mon cardio, en ma vitesse, il a beau être puissant, mais je vais lui enlever l'électricité au premier round.
Pit side here, Luiz Rocha in the red corner and Ilies Mardhi in the blue.
Oh, let's see if Rocha can, as he said, show his real power and Mardhi show his speed.
In the red corner, Luiz Rocha, the people from Brazil.
Age and experience on the side of Luiz Rocha. You see there the 3-1 record. He's also 31 years old, a little bit older than his opponent tonight.
In the blue corner, Ilies Mardhi, the Madman from France.
9 years younger is Ilies Mardhi at 22 years old, undefeated on Karate Combat. All the reach and height, Bas, a complete wash.
Let's fight! Here we go, he's an Energizer Bunny. Both these guys are, you'll watch. It's going to be a high-paced fight.
We're wasting no time whatsoever here. Black pants for Ilies Mardhi, white pants for Luiz Rocha. Rocha fainting early with the head there, nice high guard.
Very smart, I would like to see that more often by more fighters. Feints, lifting a leg, you know, just set your opponent off.
Bas Rocha seeming a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger perhaps.
Yeah, that's what Mardhi was talking about. He knows his opponent is stronger than he is, but he says, I'm going to use my speed against him.
This, of course, is a top.
Oh, there we go.
Surging forward, there's a clinch. They look to off-balance each other, get a little bit of an upper hand early.
Brotherly love.
This is, of course, a title eliminator. Whoever wins this gets a shot at one of our coveted Karate Combat golden belts. Mardhi moving around the outside here, good lateral movement.
Yeah, very smart, very smart. He needs to let his opponent throw some strikes, whatever it is, punches, kicks, you know, get used to his distance. And once he finds it, which is pretty much identical as his, then start countering.
Rocha switching his stance about briefly.
That was a nice kick there to the thigh, to the low kick.
See how Mardhi just barrels forward there, dives his head down, throws those punches.
Well, he's just sparring rounds with the Pitbull Brothers. He's not going to be afraid of anything.
You know, it's interesting. Rocha said he didn't really see anything dangerous with his opponent and said if Mardhi hasn't evolved, he is going to get knocked out.
He has to watch out, though. He gets a little bit... Too much confidence is never good, right?
Absolutely.
It looks to him that Mardhi is running, but Mardhi is not running. He is just measuring and waiting for the right spot. Never think that your opponent is afraid because, oof, pride. He'll take everything
Rocha
down.
is doing a good job here, though, of controlling the center of that pit. It is a criteria the 3 judges are looking at, but it's a little bit lower on the spectrum than aggression, which is the thing we value most here at Karate Combat. Rocha doing a good job cutting off those angles now, though. Jumping side kick.
3, hey, get up.
Just getting the hang of trying to shut Mardhi down a little bit quicker.
It's nice. He's doing a good job.
Into the last minute here, just 40 seconds left on the clock. It's 3 threes if they need them. You ever offered an opponent out like that, Bas?
Well, that's you should hit the head. When the hands go up, hit the head. They expect you to hit the body or kick the body. Do it the other way around. Oh, I thought that was almost like a crucifix-like move.
When I say stop,
Yeah, tying up again against the pit wall.
fight!
You got to say, so far, Bas, nobody really landing anything particularly decisive.
No, but you know, the rules say that the person who attacks will be favored over the guy that counters and moves backwards. Oh.
So do you feel that perhaps the judges are looking at Rocha as being the aggressor throughout this?
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
That is the first round complete. Rocha and Mardhi putting on a good show there, but still perhaps Bas a little bit of a feeling out process, not trying to commit too heavily too early.
You know, I think it's a very smart thing what Mardhi is doing. And I tell this all to my students who just start fighting. I say, move back, move back, move back. Let your opponent think that you try to avoid the game, because then they start getting aggravated. And slowly but surely they start loading up the punches. Now they start telegraphing. You see, and he already started messing with him, Rocha. He started bringing his hands up.
So it's interesting you say that, because Rocha's had a bout on Karate Combat before where an opponent just stayed away, and it frustrated him a little bit. I wonder if Mardhi's seen that.
Yeah.
Seconds out. Round two.
Fighters back down into the pit, and Rocha is looking to close the distance quick across here. The referee having to send him back.
I think Mardhi will start fighting now. More than he did in the round number one.
Yeah, I got the impression when I spoke to him, Bas, that Mardhi likes to see what his opponent's going to do and then decide how to attack.
He connected that with a nice right.
Of course, those kicks in Karate Combat having to stay either very low or very high. No kicks between the hip and knee. Never got to target that calf or target the body and head. Rocha still looking to press forward here. And Mardhi immediately looks for the clinch, so that's a big takedown.
Inside leg grab, beautiful.
Turn around. Fight!
You can feel the tension between these two, Bas. They both want to beat the other up so badly.
But you see, Rocha really wants to come forward and forward. He wants to get it over with. And Mardhi is elusive. Moving back, moving back.
Happy to take his time a little bit more.
Yeah, but he needs to start attacking, because if this round is the same as round number one, he's going to lose the fight if he doesn't finish it in the third.
Yeah, absolutely. Perhaps on the back foot a little bit too much to have scored heavily. That overhand right missing, forcing another clinch here.
And remember, in the opening of this round, he landed a big right hand.
Good left hook of Rocha, good counter strike on the way in. And you see that's lit a little bit of a fire under him. Rocha just starting to get the timing of Mardhi down a little bit more now. We've got 1 minute left in this second round.
Don't run away, Ilies. You got to fight.
Mardhi should move back and explode forward.
Yeah, perhaps use that cage wall when he gets backed up against it.
And Rocha just needs to cut him off. But it's very hard with that wall, because everybody's using it now.
Catch the kick off balance forward. I'd love to have seen Rocha just briefly break there, and before Mardhi can regain his balance, hit one of those straight shots in. Bas, those large spinning kicks, sometimes a little bit easy to see coming if there's nothing set up before.
Yeah, and the spinning, okay, I can see that as a single kick, but you're going to have to lure your opponent in. You know, let him come, open up something, maybe your head, you know, so he comes in for the attack and then make the spin.
Moving into the last 10 seconds here. Who's going to put the exclamation point on this round? Rocha still pressing forwards. Oh, good left hand. And some gamesmanship from Mardhi, and that's the end of the second.
Wow. Yeah, well, Mardhi did more.
Was it enough though, Bas?
Yeah.
Was it enough?
He did land that big right hand, and maybe because it was early in the round, he thought that he got it sealed with that, but he didn't.
They're going to take their second break in the corners here. Let's take a look at some of the replays from that second round of action. Bas, a lot of these exchanges the same. That was the first clinch takedown we saw.
Yep.
Oh, nice inside trip from Rocha.
I love it. poder correr por ele, a janela dele tá sendo só correr, esperar você cansar.
So Bas, the judges a lot to look at there. We're 2 rounds down. If you had to guess who's up on the scorecards here.
Well, I would say Rocha, because you know he's pushing the fight more, and it's the criteria and in the rules that whoever pushes the fight will get more awards than the one who's countering and moving backwards. So the aggressive fighter gets rewarded.
Yeah, effective aggression is the name of the game. We're into the last 3 minutes here, and again Rocha takes the center of the pit. Mardhi a little bit less elusive now in that corner. Spinning back fist, closing the distance again. Mardhi's got to get some counter strikes going on those exchanges. Can you range finding technique for you, Bas?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right, what he's doing. Oh, yes, nice left hook landed there by Mardhi.
Mardhi explodes for the first time in this round. Again, forcing the clinch. And Bas, you've got to love that when they clinch, they are looking to just one-up the other.
Yeah, and he went on top, but Rocha, very smart, locking his hands, so he can't rain down the strikes. There we go. I thought we were going to see another inside leg trip there.
Can you believe it? We've still got 2 minutes left in this round. Corner of Rocha screaming instructions at him. I don't speak Portuguese, Bas, but it seems like there's a bit of a sense of urgency there.
Yeah, but you know what? He's doing good. I think that he wants him to take him out.
Again, Mardhi just missing the mark there.
Yep,
again, Rocha again. So strong in that clinch.
Yep.
Come on, turn around. Ready, fight!
Both these guys training for the majority of their life. Rocha starting karate at 6 years old, 7 years old for Ilies Mardhi, making his home in Paris now, the son of Moroccan immigrants. This is one of the ways that he helps support and contribute to his family back home. Last 40 seconds here, and that is a huge exchange. Bas, does Rocha look like he's having fun to you?
Yeah, well, he's frustrated to me, it looks like, right?
Yeah, I mean, just
but he's doing enough to win.
Well, that's it, yeah. If you are conscious of that fact, you know, it's an interesting, how do you play the last 30 seconds? Do you take any risks to get that knockout?
Well, he does, and like he said before the fight, he wanted to show that his real power that he hasn't shown yet. So I think he's just frustrated, he wants to take him out.
He has landed a couple of very nice counter left hooks as Mardhi's surged forward. Last 5 seconds here. Oh, and well, that's a little bit suspect at the end there, yeah. But it was good follow-up off a kick. And the round is over. That is the end of this fight. The full 9 minutes needed in this one. And Rocha raises his hands in the air. He thinks he's done enough. Bas, are you inclined to agree?
Yes, because again, the rules are stating that the aggressive fighter is going to get it. And that's what he did. He was pushing the whole time.
Well, it's a rare occurrence here in the scrapyard so far for us to go to the judges' cards, but we're going to do it this time. Let's take a look at some of the replays of that third round.
Boom. Wow, that was a great striking combination there from Mardhi.
And again, Bas, the story of the whole fight, really, that clinch and just trying to get a little bit of an edge in that entanglement.
Yeah, there Mardhi did the inside leg trip.
Let's throw it down into the pit where our referee is going to announce our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is, with an unanimous decision, the red Luiz Rocha.
A lot of respect shown between both fighters there and their corners, but Bas, just like we suspected, the Pitbull, Luiz Rocha, continues on his winning ways here at Karate Combat.
Yeah, he did a great job. You know, could not show his secret power that he was talking about, and I think that frustrated him a little bit. But Marty was what he said he was going to do, very elusive. He was moving backwards the whole time. I thought it was a game plan in round number 1, and then round number 2 he would come in and move forward, but he never pulled the trigger to constantly come forward.
Yeah, perhaps just not able to adapt late in the game there. Let's throw it over to our hostess, Layla Annali, who's going to talk with the Pitbull, Luiz Rocha.
Congratulations, you came out full of aggression and controlled that pit from the off. Was that in the game plan?
Thank you. It was a good fight. My opponent is very fast, and in your strategy is running, and surprised me. But I am very good training, and nothing that who's can do touch me.
That was, of course, touted as a title eliminator, which means you're now ready for the title fight next. How does that make you feel?
I think I am the official challenger to the belt because I have more victories than many fighters of the division. And I won this fight, I won this belt, and I'm ready. Karate Combat, I am ready to belt.
Congratulations, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Luiz Rocha exits the pit there. As you heard in that interview, he is going to be the official contender to challenge for the belt.